Are now bringing them back. This is the first year back and their first trip to Eastern Arizona College since 2010. Speaking of 2010, that was the last year that Mike James played at Eastern Arizona College, and Mike James made world news today as he became the all-time leading scorer in the EuroLeague, all-time leading American scorer in the EuroLeague. So congratulations to Mike James, a Portland, Oregon native, and one of the Portland pipeline that has come through here at Eastern Arizona College. Speaking of Portland pipeline, we have got more guys from the area on the squad this year and playing well. So the Portland pipeline is alive and well at Eastern Arizona College. Yavapai coming in their gold and green. Actually, it looks like their jerseys are black today with gold and green. Eastern is in their home whites with purple and gray. The Monsters come into today, dropping a tough one on Saturday at Chandler Gilbert Community College, 70-65, and in a game where they led most of it. And Chandler Gilbert just went on a run at the end of the game, and that was the difference for them to come away with the victory. But men's basketball standings coming into tonight in the ACC. Cochise is on top. They've won 15 in a row. They're 17-2 and 11-0 in the league. Chandler Gilbert is 16-3 now, 8-3 in the league. Pima Community College is 16-3 and 8-3 as well. Arizona Western sits 15-4, 8-3 in the league. Eastern is 15-5 and 8-4. In the league. Yavapai comes into tonight 6-13 overall and 3-8 in the ACC. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the starting lineup here at Eastern Arizona College. It is Eastern and Yavapai coming up right after the break.
Hello guys, my name is Akuk Machar. I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying journalism. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 5:30 p.m. on the 28th of January at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Gymnasium, Lee Patterson with you. Starting lineups tonight. First for the visiting Yavapai Community College Rough Riders under Jay Joyner, assisted by Corbin Graham. A freshman forward from Greensboro, North Carolina, 0, Evan Joyner. A sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 4, Josh Favors. A freshman from Serbia, number 11, Alexa Ristic. A sophomore from Conway, Arkansas, number 32, Mandel Campbell. And number 44, a sophomore from Brooklyn, Walter Talley. The starting lineup for Eastern Arizona College tonight. A 6'3 freshman from Portland, Oregon, 0, DeRay Seamster. A 6'6 freshman from Portland, Oregon, number 2, Rayshawn Seamster. A 5'9 freshman from Portland, Oregon, number 3, Roy Bunn. A 6'7 freshman from Adelaide, Australia, number 13, Akuk Machar. And the reigning Division I Men's Player of the Week, a 6'9 sophomore from Davis, California, number 33, Theo Sang. That is the starting lineup for head coach Cameron Turner, assisted by Chris Martin and Sam Daly. Sang, as I mentioned, the defending Division I Player of the Week, is voted on by the league. Averaged a double-double in Eastern's 2 games. Yavapai in their road black uniforms with green and gold. Eastern in their home whites with purple and gray. Eastern's leading scorer coming into tonight, Rayshawn Seamster at 17 a game, followed shortly by Theo Sang at 16.4. The only player dressed in double digits tonight for Yavapai is Evan Joyner at 13.6 points a game. It'll be Campbell to jump center with Rayshawn Seamster, and we're ready to go in JCAA men's basketball action here from Eastern Arizona College. The toss, the tap, won by the Rough Riders into the backcourt, right to left with Josh Favors. And the officials are already going to blow the whistle. And the clock never started.
An official timeout for the clock.
And now they're looking at the scores table to see if the clock will get going. Now they run 2 seconds off the clock, and I think we're ready. 19:58 to play here in the first half. Josh Favors with the ball, top of the key. Left side stolen away by Rayshawn Seamster. Here he comes ahead of the pack. Rayshawn to the rack and score it. 2-0 Monsters on top here early on. Favors into the front court, right to left for the Yavapai Rough Riders, right side. Alternating dribble on top now to Talley. Talley swings it around near side to Ristic. Ristic down low, left baseline to Campbell. Turnaround hook shot won't go. And DeRay Seamster there for the rebound for the Monsters. Into the hands of Roy Bunn. Bunn brings it into the front court, left to right. Met in the man-to-man defense by the Rough Riders. Right side to DeRay Seamster. He's going to go strong. Left-handed, can't hit, but Theo Sang there for the rebound. And a timeout called by Yavapai already. 19:13 to play in the first half. It is 4-0. Eastern on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hello guys, my name is Akuk Machar. I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 5:30 p.m. on the 28th of January at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Rivers Richardson. I'm from Oregon. I'm majoring in generals. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 7:30 on January 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside here at Eastern Arizona College. Yavapai with the basketball into the front court. Monsters lead 4-0. Josh Favors, top of the key, gets a ball screen, goes right with it. Now back out on top to Talley. He fires a three and buries it from the left side for Walter Talley. The sophomore from Brooklyn puts Yavapai on the board. It's a 4-3 Eastern lead. Bunn into the front court. 2-3 zone this trip down for Yavapai. Eastern swings it around to Seamster, now on top to Sang. Theo drives left, gets into the lane, kicks it to Machar in the left corner for a three. And one for Akuk Machar. Count it for three, and Machar will go to the line to try to make it a 4-point play. The foul will go on Walter Talley, his first, and the first team foul. Machar, when I came to set up our gear earlier today, Machar was shooting here inside the gym, and I didn't see him miss the entire time I was here. And now he misses the free throw. That's called a broadcaster's jinx. I know. You can blame that one on me. Care of Lee Patterson. 7-3 Monsters on top. Into the front court, Favors with the basketball, goes left on the drive, leaves it out on top now to Campbell. He'll follow with the drive. Running floater is short and rebounded by Sang for the Monsters. Off to Bunn. Bunn pushes the ball into the front court. Picked up on top by Joyner. Swings it around to Machar. On top now to Sang. He thinks about a long three. Now right side to Rayshawn Seamster, who splits the double team, gets to the glass, can't hit, gets his own rebound back, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Eastern. It will stay, nope, they're going to say off of Yavapai. It'll stay with Eastern with 20 on the shot clock. 18:05 to play first half, 7-3. Eastern on top. Thank you for joining us tonight wherever you are tuning in. Here on KATO 1230 AM, GilaValleyCentral.net, or on the EAC YouTube channel. Into the front court, Machar with it. Right side, Seamster down to Theo Sang, and one for Theo Sang as he gets hacked in the act. The foul will go on number 4, Josh Favors. That'll be his first. And the second team foul, and that'll put Theo Sang at the line. Checking into the Yavapai lineup will be number 5, Cardell Bailey, a freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, replacing Alexa Ristic. And Sang to the line to try to make it a three-point play for the Monsters. They lead 9-3. In and out, no good for Sang. Rebounded by Campbell for the Rough Riders. Favors with it into the front court. On top to Campbell for the Rough Riders. Trying to hand it off to Joyner, but cut off by Seamster. Now back to Bailey. He'll drive, pulls up from 15. That's in and out, no good. DeRay Seamster with the rebound. He'll push it up, leaves it for his brother Rayshawn. In the lane to Theo. Back out to Roy Bunn. Wide open for a three. In and out, no good. Rebounded, in and out. Pulled down by Rayshawn Seamster on the baseline. Gives it to DeRay, left side. He'll drive through the lane. Running floater is good for DeRay Seamster. Left to right, put it in. 11-3 Monsters with a quick start here tonight. 17-12 to play first half. Eastern on top, 11-3. Favors into the front court for Yavapai. Left side to Bailey. Bailey on top to Joyner. Swings it around right side to Favors. Favors gets a screen. Bunn stays on his left hip though. In the lane to Campbell. Spins, throws the elbow, and he's fouled on the way up. The foul will go on Theo Sang. It'll be his first team foul. That'll put Mandel Campbell at the line, the sophomore from Conway, Arkansas, to shoot two for the Rough Riders. Their first trip to the foul line. First one is good for Campbell. Makes it 11-4. And the second one by Campbell on the way. That one in and out, no good. Sang chases down the rebound on the baseline. 11-4 Monsters lead, 16:50 to play in the first half. Bunn into the front court, left side to Seamster. Rayshawn holds it above his head. Man-to-man defense by the Rough Riders. On top to Machar. He gets to the basket. Scoop shot up and good for a Cook Machar. A Cook is really starting to come into his own here at Eastern Arizona College. 6'7" and athletic. Into the front court. Monsters on top by 9. Campbell with it, top of the key. Goes right on the dribble. Leaves it in the corner right side to Joyner. Joyner comes left, and he's fouled by Bunn on a reach-in. That'll be the first on Bunn, the second team foul. Non-shooting foul. And they're going to come to the scores table and fix the shot clock. It's at 20 right now. They put 16:20 back on the game clock and leave the shot clock at 20. Yavapai basketball, front court right, Favors to inbound. In on top to Ty Cochran, who's checked in, a freshman from Gilbert. Now out on top to Evan Joyner, the leading scorer for the Rough Riders with 14 to shoot. Right-handed dribble against Rayshawn Seamster. Gets a screen from Cochran, goes right with it, poked away by DeRay Seamster and out of bounds. It'll stay with Yavapai at midcourt. 5 on the shot clock though. Evan Joyner to inbound for Yavapai. Gets it into Favors. Favors crosses over on Bunn, gets into the lane, running floater over Sang, won't go. The tip in won't go by Campbell and pulled down by Eastern. Into the hands of Bunn, quickly into the front court to Machar. Machar goes left on the dribble, gets into the lane, kicks it to Rayshawn Seamster. Catch, shoot, 3, good for Rayshawn Seamster. 16-4 Monsters to the early lead with 15:40 to play in the first half. Favors into the front court for Yavapai, hands it off to Bailey. Bailey crossover into the lane, kicks to Favors left corner, and he stepped on the line, out of bounds. Turnover, back to the Monsters. Checking into the Eastern lineup will be number 1, Noah Agoli, and number 15, Rylan Van Komen. Van Komen, the 6'6 sophomore from Lehigh, Utah. Agoli, the 6'1 freshman from Oregon. Noah missed Saturday's game at Chandler Gilbert. He was a little under the weather, but good to see him back on the floor tonight. Rayshawn Seamster with the ball left side for Eastern. Tries to get it to his brother across the lane. Can't handle it, but Agoli picks it up all the way on the other side. Gets into the lane. Fadeaway won't go. And rebounded down low by Campbell check that tally, for Yavapai. Into the hands of Favors. 16-4, Eastern on top. Favors into the lane. Kicks it out to Bailey right side for a 3. That's short. And a foul called underneath the basket on Eastern. Nope, check that on Eastern. Or Yavapai, number 44, Walter Talley. That'll be his second. He got called for holding on to the jersey of Rylan Van Komen. And Yavapai will go to the bench as well, but that won't be until the next dead ball. Eastern basketball left to right. Noah Agoli at the helm. Into the front court, right side. Man-to-man defense by Yavapai. Agoli on top to Seamster. Down low to Van Komen. Back to the basket, out to Machar, left side. Machar gets all the way underneath, can't hit the reverse layup, and Cochran will clear for Yavapai. Quickly up right side to Favors. Into the corner, right side to Joyner. Joyner comes left, spins right. Can't shake Rayshawn Seamster. Good defense by him. Kicks it back out on top to Favors. Favors comes left around to screen, into the lane. Cut off by a goalie and nearly stolen by DeRay Seamster, and now we'll have a jump ball as a goalie and Favors are tied up. Alternating possession should be Eastern basketball, and it is. 14:24 to play first half. Eastern on top 16-4. Into the Yavapai lineup, number 10, Elisha Brown, a freshman forward from Bowie, Maryland. Eastern basketball left to right, a goalie with it. Eastern with a 12-point lead. Into the front court, Van Komen on top. Goes right on the dribble, hands it off to Machar, back to Seamster left side. In the lane to Van Komen, back to Rayshawn, 16-foot jumper on the way, off the glass and good. The bank is open late in Thatcher. 18-4, Eastern on top here over Yavapai. In the first meeting between these two since 2010. Into the front court, Joyner with the basketball. Left side, he's gonna fire a long 3, short. Rebounded on the run by a goalie. A goalie center floor, left side to Machar. Goes off the glass and good for a Cook Machar. He almost jumped over that defender without even trying. 20-4, Monsters rolling here early. 13.5 to play. Favors into the front court, hands it off near side to Brown. Brown comes around the top of the key against the goalie, hands it off to Bailey. Now left against the goalie, spins right around the key into the paint, blocked by Rayshawn Seamster, picked up by the Monsters. Into the hands of DeRay. Into the front court, left side to a goalie. A goalie cross court near side to Machar. Machar on top to Rayshawn Seamster. He'll go left, shovels it to Rylan Van Komen, and he lays it up and in. Monsters moving the ball well on offense here in the first half. And it's 22-4. Monsters on top, 13 minutes to play in the first half. Favors into the front court for Yavapai. Hassled there by a goalie. Swings it around near side to Joyner. Joyner against Rayshawn. Drives the lane, and a two-handed foul against Rayshawn. That'll be the first on Rayshawn Seamster. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, number 24, J.J. White, the 6'3 sophomore from Peoria, averaging 11 points a game. And back into the Yavapai lineup, number 11, Alexa Ristic. Yavapai basketball, baseline left, Favors to inbound. Gets it into Cochran in the left corner against Van Komen, loses the handle, and stolen by a goalie. He's on the run, crossover through the lane, up, under, no good. Rebound is volleyballed around, and finally picked up by Yavapai on the near side. In the hands of Favors, into the front court. Right side, Ristic, open for a 3, fires, back iron, no. Chased down in the corner by Rayshawn Seamster. Coach Turner says, let's slow it down a bit as they get into the hands of Noah Agoli. Near side to White, on top to a goalie. A goalie with the right-handed dribble, right side. Comes left around to screen to Seamster. Rayshawn down low to Rylan Van Komen. Van Komen spins against Cochran, steps through, over his left shoulder, and score it for Van Komen. 24-4, Monsters by 20 with 12 minutes to play in the first half. Joyner into the front court, left side against Seamster. Goes left baseline, bumped there, and he's fouled. Is it Van Komen or Seamster? could be either. It's going to be on Van Komen. That'll be his first, but is in the act of shooting. So to the line to shoot 2 will be Evan Joyner, the freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina for Yavapai. 24-4, Monsters on top. First free throw is good for Joyner. Into the Eastern Arizona lineup, number 4, Reese Barrett, the 6'2 freshman from Leschenault, Australia. And also in number 55, Talbot Kamard, the 6'4 freshman from Mesa, Arizona. And back into the Yavapai lineup is 32, Madell Campbell. Joyner's second free throw on the way, good as well for the Yavapai Rough Riders. 24-6, Eastern leads, 11:53 to play in the first half. 1-3-1 zone this trip down for Yavapai. A goalie with it, top of the key, near side to Barrett. Barrett dribbles out of the corner. Out on top to a goalie. A goalie drives. Crossover dribble out on top to Van Komen. He's going to fire a 3. Good for Ryland Van Komen. Has a couple of layups and now a super shot to make it 27-6 Eastern with 11:26 to play in the first half. Favorites with the basketball. Left side against a goalie. Out on top now to Bailey. Bailey swings it around right side. Now on top to Joyner against Kamard. Goes right on the dribble. Keeps coming against Kamard. Kamard chases him to the baseline. Fadeaway 12-footer, rolls off the rim, and Barrett pulls down the rebound for Eastern. Leaves it to Kamard. Into the front court, left side to J.J. White for 3. Front iron, no good. Rebounded out on top by Favors. Here comes Yavapai on the run. Near side, and stolen away by a goalie and punched out of bounds. It'll be Yavapai basketball. Back into the Rough Rider lineup, number 5, Cardell Bailey, replacing Evan Joyner. Yavapai basketball, baseline left with 10:52 to play in the first half. Eastern leads 27-6. Favors inbounding. Gets it in down low to Campbell. Campbell catches against Van Komen on the block, spins left off the glass and good. 27-8, Monsters lead with 10:42 to play in the first half. A goalie with the basketball for Eastern. Into the front court, left side to J.J. White. On top to Barrett. Barrett swings it to Kamard. Kamard gets a screen from Van Komen, goes right with it, pulls up for a straightaway 3, leaves it short, and Campbell clears the rebound, and also one of his teammates, he pulls it down into the hands of Favors. Favors top of the key against a goalie. 16 to shoot, goes right around the screen, drives, pulls up from 8, and buries it right side for Favors. 27-10, Monsters by 17 with 10 minutes to play halfway through this first half. Barrett with the basketball left side, comes right on the dribble to White. JJ drives, kicks it right side to a goalie. A goalie follows, finds some room to Van Komen, who gets called for the traveling violation, working his way through the key. Into the Eastern lineup, number 34, Lee Rickwood Pitt, the 6'9 freshman from Bustleton, Australia. He and Reese Barrett both played on the same club team in Australia, on the western coast of Australia. And now both find themselves at Eastern Arizona College. 27-10, Eastern leads, 9:48 to play in the first half. Yavapai basketball with Josh Favors, top of the key, gets a screen from Campbell, goes right, pulls up for a deep 3. Back iron won't go, and White clears the rebound. Off to Kamard. Kamard into the front court, tries to find Lee Rickwood. Pitt has to fight through some traffic, can't get it. Picked up by Favors. Favors goes right, and a timeout called by Yavapai. 9:24 to play in the first half. Eastern 27, Yavapai 10. We'll be back after this timeout. Eastern leads Yavapai 27-10. Roy Bunn checked into the Eastern lineup during that dead ball. It will be Yavapai basketball at midcourt when we get back to live action. Monsters trying to end their one-game skid. Yavapai comes into this one tonight on a two-game skid. Yavapai basketball, Josh Favors with it. Top of the key. And a whistle again.
Official timeout.
And looks like we're putting time back on the clock, I guess. We're at 9:20 right now. Not sure what we're looking. Still 9:20 on the game clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Yavapai basketball on the inbounds to Favors. Favors, right side to Joyner. Joyner comes left on the dribble, right side to Bailey. Bailey back on top to Joyner, near side to Favors. Eastern goes into his own this trip down. Left corner to Bailey, pump fake. Now takes a 16-footer off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Campbell. He's fouled on the way back up. Misses the dunk, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul will go on Talbot Camard. That'll be his first. That'll put Campbell back at the line to shoot two for Yavapai. Campbell listed at no heights and weights on the Yavapai roster that we were provided, but at least 6'8" in the paint for Yavapai. A couple of times, when he swings to the basket, though, he keeps those elbows up high, something the officials will have to keep an eye on in this one. Second one by Campbell on the way, in and out, no good again. Rebounded by Camard for the Monsters, into the hands of Bunn. Left to right into the front court. Monsters with a 17-point lead. 8:40 to play in the first half. On top to Camard. Camard double team back to Bunn. Bunn goes left on the dribble. On top to Rickwood Pitt. Now right corner to White for three. Front back iron, no good. Rebounded by Bunn. He goes up strong. Blocked on the way back up by Joyner into the hands of Favors. For Yavapai, who slows it down a bit. Walking into the front court, picked up by Bunn. Left side to Brown. Brown holds it, now on top to Bailey, back around to Favors. Favors gets a screen, goes right with it, leaves it back to Campbell. Campbell, near side, into the corner now to Brown. He'll fire a three of his own, in and out, no good, and a foul going to be called on Rickwood Pitt underneath.
Foul against Monsters,
That'll be his first, the sixth team foul. One more foul, and Yavapai will be in the bonus the remainder of the first half. Back into the Eastern lineup, Rayshawn Seamter, Cook Machar, and Theo Sang. Ristic and Cochran back into the Yavapai lineup.
Rayshawn Seamster and number 13, Cook Machar.
It'll be Yavapai basketball, baseline left. Favors will inbound. Gets it into Cochran in the left corner. Works against Theo Sang. Now out on top to Joyner. Joyner against Rayshawn Seamster. 15 on the shot clock. Backs it back out with the right-handed dribble. Now gets a screen, goes left with it. Can't shake White. Gets it off to Bailey. Now on top to Cochran. Right corner to Ristic. 4 to shoot. Drives, fade away from the right elbow. In and out, no good. Rayshawn Seamster with the rebound for the Monsters. Off to Machar into the front court. Leaves it to White. Back to Machar. Machar back to White. On top, around to Seamster. Left side for a three. Rayshawn can't hit. And Joyner with the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court for Yavapai. Crossover, poked away by Roy Bunn, and a foul going to be called on Roy, diving into Cochran. That'll be the second on Roy Bunn. Going to the line to shoot 1 and 1 will be Ty Cochran. DeRay Seamster will check back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Bunn, who will sit with 2 fouls. And Ty Cochran to the line for 1 and 1, as Yavapai in the bonus the remaining 7.5 of this first half. Cochran's first free throw hits the back iron, but gets the roll and falls in. 27-11. Feels like we've been stuck on 27-10 for about 2.5 minutes. Second one by Cochran is back iron, no good. Rayshawn Seamster corrals the rebound. He'll into the front court to DeRay. Seamster on top to Theo Sang. Sang with the basketball. Left side to Machar. Machar in the lane to Theo. Left side to Rayshawn. Stolen away by Yavapai. On the run. Favors with the ball right side against Machar. Off the glass, no good, but the follow dunk is good by Cardell Bailey. 27-13, Eastern on top. J.J. White Jr. into the front court. On top to Sang. Sang goes right into the lane, spins, and he's fouled by Favors on a hand check. That'll be his second.
Josh Favors, his second.
Just the fourth team foul.
Monsters ball.
Checking into the Yavapai lineup, number 21, Carter John, a freshman from Prescott Valley. It'll be Eastern basketball, front court left, into the back court to DeRay Seamster. Seamster with the left-handed dribble, near side to Machar. 3-2 zone for Yavapai. Machar goes left side, 7 to shoot. Down low to Theo Sang, poked away by Bailey. Into the hands of Joyner. Up to John, left side. John on the dribble, on top to Bailey. Bailey wants to go one-on-one on Theo Sang. Now step back three on the way. Front iron no good. Cochran with the rebound for Yavapai. Out on top to Joyner. Joyner holds the ball on his right hip with 13 to shoot, way out near the logo. 6:11 to play first half, Monsters by 14. Joyner spins in the lane, running floater won't go, and Theo Sang with the rebound for the Monsters. Off to Seamster, into the front court. 2-3 zone this trip down for Yavapai. They've been switching defenses almost every trip down against Eastern. Slows down the offense just a little bit. Sang with the basketball, right side. Cross court to White. White drives the left baseline, out on top to Machar. 7 to shoot. Machar going to be fouled on the way by 0.
Rough Riders, number 0.
Evan Joyner, that'll be his first, 5th team foul. And for some reason the clock is still running. The clock is, officials are now talking to the scorers table. The clock is still running at 5:16. And we may have a timeout here for a malfunctioning button, maybe. Oh, they finally stopped the clock, 5:09. And now the officials are trying to figure out how much time should be back on the clock. We've got 5:40 on the clock now. It will be Eastern basketball baseline left to Ray Seamster to inbound. Gets it into Cook Machar. He'll drive the left baseline. Up, under, no good. Can't hit the shot. Rebounded in the lane by Joyner for Yavapai. 5.5 to play first half. 27-13 Eastern on top. Goes left on the dribble. Off to Joyner. He'll pull up from the left elbow. It's too hard. Rebounded by DeRay Seamster. Into the front court. Seamster with the basketball. Lobs it to Theo Sang. Sang goes right. Now spins on Cochran. Kicks it in the corner to Machar. Fires a three. Back iron, no. Rebounded down low by DeRay Seamster. His follow too hard. And volleyballed around and picked up by Bailey. Monsters have been stuck on 27 for almost 5 minutes now. Into the front court, Bailey with the basketball left side for Yavapai. Crossover, spins on Machar through the lane. Out on top, looking for John. Now finally finds Joyner, and it bounces off of, I think, his forehead and goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Monster
It will be
ball.
Monster basketball with 4:35. The clock is still running again. And we'll see what they're going to put back on the clock.
Elisha Brown.
Maybe at halftime they'll be able to switch out some of that equipment.
Another sub for Yavapai.
Back into the Yavapai lineup, number 32, Madell Campbell, replacing Cochran. Will be Eastern basketball at midcourt. Seamster walks it into the front court, left to right. Left side to Sang. Sang on top to J.J. White. White goes left, now with 19 to shoot. In the lane to Sang. Sang in the corner, now back out on top to White. White around near side to Machar, into the corner to Seamster with 10 to shoot. Pulls up from 10 right side, that won't go. And a rebounding foul called against Yavapai. The foul will go on 21, Carter John. That'll be his first and the 6th team foul. It'll be non-shooting. It'll be Eastern basketball, baseline left. DeRay Seamster will inbound. Waiting for Carter John to get his uniform tucked in. And now DeRay Seamster will inbound and on top to Machar. Goes right on the dribble, step back, dribbles through, steps through, off the glass and good for a Cook Machar. And the Monsters in the scoring skid lead 29-13. Into the front court, Joyner with the basketball, off to John. John fires a long three, short, and a Cook Machar there for the rebound. He sprints and pushes it into the front court, left to right, gets around John, kicks it off to DeRay Seamster. Seamster drives, back to Machar. Machar drives, and he's fouled on the drive by Cardell Bailey. That'll be his first, but the 7th team foul, so now both teams in the bonus. And a Cook Machar will go to the line to shoot free throws.
Cardell Bailey, his first, 7th team foul, shooting 1 and 1.
He had the and one chance earlier on the made three. Machar on the season, 71% free throw shooter for the Monsters. Fires and rattles that one home. He'll get one more. Now Machar will, first we'll have a sub for Eastern. Frank Wynants, the 6'8 freshman from Gemerten, Netherlands, replacing Rayshon Seamster. Second one is up and good by Machar. Timeout, Eastern. They lead at 31-13 over Yavapai. We'll be back inside KATO in 30 seconds.
Hello guys, my name is Cook Machar. I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 5:30 p.m. on the 28th of January at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Rivers Richardson. I'm from Oregon. I'm majoring in generals. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 7:30 on January 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Inside here at Eastern Arizona College, Monsters lead at 31-13 over Yavapai. It'll be Yavapai basketball, length of the floor, right to left, as Elisha Brown will inbound. Gets it into Joyner. Joyner walks it up against the 2-3 zone of the Monsters this time. Left side on the dribble, lobs it up to Brown. Brown swings it back around right side. Joyner with it. Joyner to John, fakes the three. Now back on top to Joyner with 9 to shoot, and he traveled with the basketball. Eastern flash defense from the weak side, and he shuffled his feet. Turnover. Back to Eastern. Monster basketball, left to right, 3:20 to play. Eastern with a 31-13 lead. Seamster with the ball on top to Machar. Tries to get it in the corner to White. Knocked out of bounds by Cardell Bailey, and it will stay with Eastern deep in the left corner. It will be DeRay Seamster to inbound for the Gila Monsters. Lobs it in on top to Sang. Sang near side to White, into the corner right side to Machar. Machar drives, leaves it for DeRay Seamster. Up, under, can't hit the layup. Pulled down by Brown for Yavapai. Into the front court to Joyner, left side to John. Catch, shoot, three, good from the left corner for Carter John. 31-16, Eastern leads with 2:50 to play in the first half. Into the front court, Winans with it, right corner to White. White back on top, now to Sang, left side. Sang drives left, spins left, off to Machar. Machar gonna keep coming left, gets through a defender, and a foul called as Machar goes to the bucket. The foul will go on 32, Medell Campbell. That'll be his first, and that'll put Machar back at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Machar at the line. First one is good for him. $12 points for Machar so far in the first half. And the second one is good as well. 33-16, Eastern on top, 2.5 to play in the first half. Monsters put on full court pressure. Joyner will work it up against White. Goes left, now a trap comes, double teamed, out on top. Stolen away by a Cook Machar. Machar goes up strong, can't hit, but he's fouled on the way. He'll go with the line again to shoot 2 more for the Monsters. The foul will go on Zero Everton Joyner. That'll be his second.
Evan Joyner, his second. 9th team foul.
Machar right back to the line. That is the 9th team foul against Yavapai. So 1 more on them, and the Monsters will be in the double bonus for the remaining 2:21 of this one. Machar's first rolls in and good. 13 points for him now. Check that, 14 points for him, I think. And now Machar's second on the way. That one is good as well. 35-16, Monsters lead with 2:20 to play in the first half. Carter John with it in the backcourt for Yavapai. Comes near side, now trapped, steps through, stolen away by a Cook Machar. Machar sprints it into the front court to J.J. White. Down low to Weinolds, left baseline, backs his way down against Campbell. Mano, and then he throws it away.
Out of bounds. Rough Riders ball.
Weinolds was looking to the weak side corner, but the only thing I think luckily there was nobody there. That was a fastball by Weinolds that hit the chair at the end of the bench, almost took out the chair. And again, the officials are going to have to come over to the scoring table and reset the clock. They're going to put 2:07 back on the game clock. Yavapai basketball. Right side to Bailey. And again,
Timeout for the clock.
a problem with the clock here again. It's been a theme here in the first half. They put 2:07 back on the game clock. They're going to put 29 or 25 on the shot clock. Still waiting. And put 25 on the shot clock. There we go. 2:06 on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. It'll be Yavapai basketball, front court left. Joyner to inbound, gets it in on top to Favors. 2 minutes to play in the first half. On top to Bailey. Crossover dribble on White, left side to Brown. Brown faces the basket, goes right on the dribble, out on top to Favors. Favors goes left, now double teamed, in the lane to Campbell, 5 to shoot. He's going to take a 17-footer straight away, and that falls just a 2 for Campbell. Delay a game called on Yavapai, number 10, Elisha Brown, so that is a warning against Yavapai. The next one will be a technical. You cannot touch the ball coming out of the net at the collegiate level. 93 seconds to play in the first half. Eastern leads 35-19. Into the front court, DeRay Seamster with it to Machar, right side. Machar goes left, kicks it to Sang. Theo comes right on the dribble, step through. Little 8-foot jumper is good for Theo Sang. His all-around game has really come together here in his freshman year at Eastern as well. 37-18, Eastern on top, 70 seconds to play in the first half. Joyner with the ball, top of the key, around a Campbell screen, works against Weinolds, can't hit the shot, rebounded by DeRay Seamster. He'll sprint it into the front court, left side to Machar. Machar going to shoot a 3, feeling it, back iron won't go. Rebound is loose as Weinolds and Campbell hit the deck. Ball goes out of bounds off of Eastern. It will be Yavapai basketball. 6'4" sophomore Jerry Boston into the lineup. Sophomore from Everett, Washington, transfer from Jacksonville College. 49.4 seconds to play. Favors with the basketball here in the first half, 37-18 Eastern on top. Favors between the circles, goes left side to Joyner. Joyner drives against DeRay Seamster. Now in the lane to Brown, 16-foot jumper, in and out, no good. Rebounded by DeRay Seamster for the Monsters, but he stepped on the line and out of bounds. He knew it as soon as he grabbed it, too, that he was stepped on the line. It'll be Yavapai basketball with 29.7 to play in the first half, 20 on the shot clock. We'll have the Kempton Chevrolet halftime report coming up shortly. Favors to inbound for Yavapai, baseline left. Into Joyner. Works against Boston. Down low to Campbell against Weinolds. Spins, fade away, jumper on the way, no good. And White with the rebound for Eastern. 20 seconds to play. The Monsters can hold for the final shot. DeRay Seamster will bring it into the front court, left to right. Now down to 11, down to 10, down to 8 seconds. Seamster gets a screen from Boston. Now gets the ball, 3-ball on the way, off the glass and good for Jerry Boston at the buzzer. And he's just laughing all the way to the locker room. Monsters lead it 40-18 at the halftime break. We'll come back for the Kempton Chevrolet halftime report coming up right after this.
Hello guys, my name is I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 5:30 p.m. on the 28th of January at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey, Coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here.
Really?
Check it out.
Oh wow, there's new Gila Hank.
That's
so sick. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Why are you offering you here?
I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new Gila Hank.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila Hank here. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
England roofers.
Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters.
Go Monsters!
Go Monsters.
Go Monsters.
Welcome back inside. This is the Kempton Chevrolet halftime report. Kempton Chevrolet is your straight shooting dealer in the Gila Valley or online at KemptonChevrolet.com. At halftime, Eastern leads Yavapai 40-18. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half for Yavapai. Evan Joyner with 2. Those came from the foul line. 2 points for Josh Favors, 2 for Cardell Bailey, 3 points for Carter John, 1 point for Ty Cochran, 5 for Medell Campbell to lead Yavapai in the first half. Walter Talley with 3 points for Yavapai. For Eastern Arizona College, DeRay Seamster 2 points but 7 rebounds. Rayshon Seamster 7 points and 5 rebounds. 3 points for Jerry Boston. 15 to lead all scorers for Cook Machar. 7 for Ryland Van Komen and 6 points for Theo Sang in the first half. Digging deeper into the numbers, Yavapai was 6 of 29 from the floor, 20% from the floor, 2 of 9 from 3, that's 22%, and 4 of 8 from the foul line. From Eastern Arizona College, they were 15 of 33 from the floor, 45.5%, 4 of 11 from 3, that is 36%, and 6 of 8 from the foul line, that's 75%. Eastern has out-rebounded Yavapai 22-18. Eastern's turned the ball over 7 times, 9 times for Yavapai. Points in the paint, 18 for Eastern in the first half, just 4 for Yavapai. Bench points, Eastern has 10, 6 for Yavapai. Eastern has led the entire way, no ties and no lead changes. The last field goal by Yavapai came at the 1:20 mark of the first half. Eastern hit that buzzer beater, Jerry Boston 3. Eastern's largest lead is 22, which is what we are at right now. 40-18 at the break. Eastern leads Yavapai. We'll take another break here on the Kempton Chevrolet Halftime Report. We'll be back with more here from Eastern right after this.
And that, last but definitely not least, Alyssa Rogers, you ready? Where do you want to shoot from? For 3? All right, she's going for $100, guys. Cheer her on. Let's go, Alyssa. Oh, so close. Give the ball a great big hand, everybody. I know you guys didn't win any money, but you guys get some awesome Valley swag, including Bluetooth speaker. All that stuff in your bag. But we still have one more person left to shoot. Kevin, will you come on out here, please? Let's cheer him on. Let's get Kevin out here. All right, Kevin. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you a chance to choose. And obviously, are you shooting for an organization you're trying to raise money for, or is it going to go to something? What do you want to do with it?
Yeah, whatever we're making tonight's going to go to the Monster Exchange.
Awesome. The Monster Exchange it is. So here's what we're going to do for you. If you shoot a free throw and make it, it'll be $100. If you shoot from 3-point, you make it, it's $200. If you shoot from half court and make it, it's $300 for the Monster Exchange. Where do you think you should shoot? All right, Kevin. Let's cheer him on, everybody. Let's go for $300 for the Monster Exchange. That's your Dean of Students, everybody. Awesome job. Before we go, a couple other things real fast. We also had 2 separate bags of Valley merch that we were drawing for. Right there, it's all kinds of stuff, including one of those Bluetooth speakers. And the winner for this game is Ryan Ray. Raise your hand, Ryan. Right there. Ryan, you're a big winner. Come on down for that. We will be doing this again during the women's game at halftime. So if you have not signed up, students, get signed up to get drawn to come out here and do this. One other thing.
Welcome back
before
into
we
the
go.
Kimpton Chevrolet Halftime Report. Kimpton Chevrolet is your straight shooting dealer in the Gila Valley or online at KimptonChevrolet.com. And here at halftime, what we missed during the break was a shooting contest here at half court. And Dean of Students, Kevin Peck, hit a half-court shot for $300 to the Monster Exchange Food Pantry here on campus. There was 4 students that got to shoot, and then Dean Peck was able to shoot as well, and he's the only one that made it. Good shot for him as well. And it is 40-18, Eastern on top of Yavapai here at the break. Let's take a look at NCAA men's basketball scores from across the country as well tonight. Number 19, UConn trails number 13, Xavier, 82-79. That says at the end of the second. So that game looks like it's final. Let's go top 25 games tonight. Number 4, Tennessee leads Georgia 64-37. Butler leads number 23, Providence 8-5. Later tonight, Mississippi State is at Alabama, and Texas A&M is at number 15, Auburn. Pac-12 basketball action. Tonight, Chicago State is at Stanford. Tomorrow night, Arizona is at Washington State. Arizona State at Washington. UCLA at USC. Colorado at Oregon. And Utah at Oregon State. In the ACC tonight, around the league, Scottsdale is at Glendale. Mesa is at Central. Phoenix is at Pima. Cochise leads Arizona Western 44-37 with 13 minutes to play in that game. And South Mountain is at Chandler. Women's action tonight, same teams, same location. The Eastern women go for 20 wins in a row here tonight as they take on Yavapai, former Pima High School grad Sadie Allred in the lineup tonight for the Yavapai Rough Riders. That is the 8 o'clock game here at KATO Gymnasium. 40-18, Eastern on top of Yavapai. We'll take our final time out here on the Kimpton Chevrolet Halftime Report. When we come back, it'll be second half action, Eastern and Yavapai coming up.
Hello guys, my name is I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Phoenix at 5:30 p.m. on the 28th of January at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here.
Really?
Check it out.
Oh wow, there's new Gila Hank.
So sick. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Lori, what brings you here?
Well, I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new building.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila hay chair. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
You look ruthless.
Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters.
Go Monsters!
Go monsters.
Go Monsters.
Welcome back here to KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. We're about ready for second half action here between Eastern Arizona and Yavapai Community College. Eastern leads 40-18. Big first half for Cook Machar. 15 points for him to lead all scores. One of four Australians. Let's see if I can math correctly. We've got Reese Barrett from Australia. We've got a Cook from Australia. And Lee Rickwoodpit. 3 Australians on the roster this year. Eastern held Yavapai to 18 in the first half on 20% shooting. This is what happens when the offense and the defense both play at the same level, at both ends of the floor. You score 40 in the first half and you hold your opponent to just 18. It will be Yavapai basketball, left to right. Eastern will start the second half with Machar, Rayshawn Seamster, DeRay Seamster, Sang, and Roy Bunn. Yavapai starting lineup will be Joyner, Favors, Ristic, Campbell, and Talley. Joyner will inbound. Left side to Campbell, right back to Joyner. Joyner with it left side against Sang. Cut off on the baseline. Turnaround floater won't go. And Theo with the rebound for Eastern. Off to Bunn. Into the front court, right to left. Man-to-man defense for Yavapai this trip down. Bunn goes left around to Seamster screen. Out to Rayshawn Seamster, back on top to DeRay. Right side to Sang. Sang thinks about a three, gets Campbell in the air, now steps through, and one for Theo Sang from the right angle. The foul will go on 32, Medell Campbell. That'll be his second, and Sang will go back to the line to shoot one. If you missed the opening, Sang is the reigning Division I Player of the Week in the ACCAC. Theo's first and one is up and good. Eastern putting on full court pressure as Favors tries to bring it into the front court. Near side to Joyner. Joyner drives it to the right baseline. Now back out on top. Swings it to Talley. Talley down low to Campbell. Misses the dunk, but a foul going to be called. I believe DeRay Seamster is the one. It will be on DeRay Seamster. That'll be his first. And Medell Campbell to the line to shoot two for Yavapai. Theo averaged 16.5 points and 12.5 rebounds and 5 assists in wins over Glendale and Arizona Western. That earned Theo the Division I Player of the Week honors. So congratulations to him. And the first one by Campbell is off the back iron, no good. He takes a long walk all the way past the three-point line and now back to the foul stripe. Second one by Campbell, in and out, no good. Machar with the rebound. Off to Bunn for Eastern into the front court. Picked up by Favors at the time stripe. Goes left on the dribble. Now into the lane to Sang. Sang goes right and he's fouled as he hits the deck. The foul will go on 32, Medell Campbell. That is his third.
Second team foul.
And into the Yavapai lineup will be 31, Ty Cochran, replacing Campbell. Eastern basketball baseline right. Bunn to inbound. Gets it into Theo Sang, catches and scores on the baseline. Sang starts out with 4 quick points. Into the front court, Favors with the basketball. Eastern up 45-18. Favors against Bunn, gets a screen from Talley, hands it off to Ristic. Ristic back to Favors, right baseline, cut off. Off to Talley, 15 from the basket. His fadeaway won't go, and Sang corrals the rebound. Off to Bunn on the right side. He'll sprint into the front court, back to Theo. Theo goes left on Talley, goes to the glass, strong, can't hit, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on 44, Walter Talley. That is his third. And Sang will go back to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2, Theo Sang.
18:28 to play. Monsters lead 45-18. They've been in control pretty much from the get-go. Free throw from Sang is around and off, no good. Into the Riders lineup, number 5, Cardell Bailey replacing Walter Talley. And with both of their bigs on the bench now, Yavapai has gone 5 guards. Sang's free throw is up and good on his second effort. 46-18, Eastern on top. Yavapai inbounds, but a whistle. As they want 28 on the shot clock. They've got still looking for the right time. 18, I'm not real sure. 28 on the shot clock. There we go. Yavapai basketball. Ristic gets it in to Favors. Into the middle of Florida, Ristic. Stolen away by Rayshawn Seamster. Rayshawn to the glass with a two-handed dunk. The steal and the bucket. 48-18, and another steal by Rayshawn. Into the front court, left side to a Cook Machar. Reverse layup is good for a Cook Machar. 50-18, Eastern on top. Bailey with the ball left side. Double team comes, lobs it far side. Right side to Joyner, and he drives the baseline and puts it up and in. Silences the Eastern crowd for a second. Monsters lead 50-20 with 17:40 to play. Roy Bunn drives the lane, step back from 15, back iron won't go. Ristic with the rebound. Off to Favors, into the front court for Yavapai. Left side to Bailey. Bailey drives left, works on Rayshawn Seamster. Off to Favors. Right corner now to Joyner, and he traveled with the basketball. Turnover back to Eastern, deep in the corner in front of the Yavapai bench. 17:23 to play. Monsters lead 50-20 over the Yavapai Rough Riders. Roy Bunn will walk it into the front court. Top of the key, goes left around a Sang screen. Now on top to Rayshawn. He'll drive right, Seamster to the glass. Too strong. Rebound is loose. Sang gets it back, and he is tied up on the way back up as Evan Joyner grabbed the basketball. Alternating possession will stay with Eastern Arizona with 19 on the shot clock. Bunn will inbound. Baseline left. And he's going to have to burn a timeout. He could not get the ball in. 17:05 to play. 50-20, Eastern on top. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
See.
17:05 to play in the game. NJCAA Division I men's basketball. Eastern leads Yavapai 50-20. It will be Eastern basketball Baseline left. After the timeout, Roy Bunn will inbound. Bunn slaps the basketball to put the play in motion. Down low to Ray Seamster, right side. Steps through, off the glass, no good. Follow won't go by Sang either. And Cochran will pull down the rebound for Yavapai into the hand of Favors. He'll walk it into the front court. Left side to Bailey. Bailey on the right-handed dribble, picked up by DeRay Seamster. Now back out on top to Joyner. Joyner, crossover, drive in the lane, kicks it right side. Tally for a three, in and out, no good. Machar with the one-handed rebound. He'll push it up the right side for Eastern. On top to Rayshawn. Rayshawn steps through, running floater good for Rayshawn Seamster. He was able to take off from the free throw line when nobody in front of him, puts it up and in. 52-20, Monsters on top. Into the front court, Favors with the basketball for Yavapai. Swings it off to Cochran. Cochran comes right on the dribble, off to Tally. Tally drives the right baseline, blocked by Sang. And he picks it up for the Monsters. Leaves it off to Seamster, left side to Machar. Machar, reverse dribble, spins in the lane, loses the handle into the hands of Sang, but toe was on the line and out of bounds. Into the Eastern lineup, number 15, Rylan Van Komen replacing Theo Sang. 15:56 to play in the ball game. Monsters with a 32-point lead over Yavapai. Favors with the basketball into the front court. Hands it off to Bailey. Bailey comes right on the dribble. Hands off to Joyner. Joyner crossover dribble against against Machar. Leaves it short, and a whistle and a foul as Machar was about a quarter of the way down the floor heading the other direction, and a whistle on a late foul. That'll be the first on Machar.
Second team foul. Shooting two, Evan
And to the line will be Evan Joyner to shoot two for Yavapai. First one off the back iron, no good for Joyner. And he'll go back to the line for one more. Second one finds the net for Yavapai and Joyner. 52-21. Eastern on top. Bunn into the front court against Favors. Leaves it off to Van Komen. Van Komen off to Seamster. DeRay holds it above his head. Now finds Rayshawn right side. Running drive off the glass, no good. Van Komen with the rebound. His follow won't go. Picked up by Rayshawn Seamster, and he'll lay it up and in off the right side. 54-21 Monsters. Favors into the front court, left side to Joyner. Joyner with the crossover, works against Seamster. Now right side against Bunn. Keeps coming against Bunn on the right baseline. Floater is up and good from about 8 feet on the right baseline for Joyner. 54-23 Eastern with the lead, 14:55 to play. Bunn on top to Van Komen. He'll go right on the dribble, hands it off to Rayshawn Seamster. He's going to fire a long three, in and out, and in for three for Rayshawn Seamster. That hit the front of the rim, the backboard, and then back in for Seamster, but it still counts. 16 for him tonight. Tally with the ball on the top of the key for Yavapai, thinks about the three, now swings it to Joyner, who drives the lane against Rayshawn, and a foul going to be called before the shot on Eastern. It will go on number 2, Rayshawn Seamster, his second. Into the Eastern lineup will be Talbot Camard, replacing Cook Machar. It will be Yavapai basketball, baseline right. Favors to inbound. Gets it in to Cochran, now back out on top to Bailey. Bailey against Camard. Crossover, goes right, now spins left. Kicks it in the corner to Favors, left side for a three. High off the backboard, won't go. Camard with the rebound for the Monsters. He'll push it in the front court against Favors. Out on top now to Van Komen between the circles. He'll come left on the dribble. Into the corner to DeRay Seamster. Seamster down low to Rayshawn. Back out on top to Bunn with 10 to shoot. Gets a screen from Van Komen. Goes left with it. Bunn pulls up from the left elbow. In and out, no good. Rebound is tipped by Van Komen and picked up by DeRay Seamster, but he was out of bounds. Turnover back to Yavapai. 13:44 to play. Eastern leads 57-23. Monsters trying to pick up conference win number 9. Season win number 16. Favors into the front court against Bunn. Goes right on the dribble. Drives over Van Komen. Can't hit, but a foul going to be called. Will be on Rylan Van Komen. That'll be his second. And that'll put Josh Favors at the line for Yavapai. Favors with 2 points tonight. His first free throw is good. Into the Eastern lineup, number 1, Noah Agoli. 6'1" freshman from Oregon, replacing Roy Bunn. And now Favors back to the line for his second. That one is good as well. Into the Eastern lineup, J.J. White Jr. replacing DeRay Seamster. 13:31 to play, 57-25, Monsters on top over Yavapai. Agoli with the basketball. Into the front court. Right side to Van Komen. Van Komen is trapped on a double team. Now kicks it to right side to Rayshawn Seamster. Pulls up from 12, right baseline, rolls over the front rim, no good. And Bailey pulls down the rebound. Off to Favors on the run into the front court, and he's fouled by Rayshawn Seamster. On the way up, I believe. That'll be his third, and that'll put Favors at the line to shoot 2.
Josh Favors.
Favors on the evening. 4 points, 2 for 2 at the foul line. Make it 3 for 3 as he hits the first. Sang back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Rayshawn Seamster. He'll go to the bench with 3 fouls. Now Favors back to the line for the Rough Riders. That is off the back iron, in and out, no good. Van Komen will clear the rebound. Off to Agoli. 13 to play. Agoli on top to Kamard. He'll go right. Down low to Van Komen in the lane, and he puts it up and in from 4 or 5 feet for Rylan Van Komen. Nice look for Talbot Kamard. 59-26 Eastern. Favors into the front court, on top now to Bailey. Bailey drives it around the three-point arc to the near side, hands it off to Joyner. Joyner goes against Agoli, now drives again, right elbow, pulls up and buries it. Awkward shot, but it went in for Joyner. 59-28 Eastern. Into the front court, J.J. White Jr. fakes the 3, now drives, leaves it in the lane for Theo, and he's fouled on the floor on a reach-in. The foul will go on number 5, Cardell Bailey, his second.
Number 5, Cardell Bailey, his second.
It'll be Eastern basketball, baseline left. Talbot Kamard will inbound. 23 on the shot clock. Slaps the basketball. Gets it into a goalie in the left corner. Brings it out on top to J.J. White Jr. Fires the 3. That's short. A rebound is loose, and Kamard gives it a look, but can't get there. It'll be a turnover back to Yavapai. 12:20 to play. 59-28. Eastern on top. ACCAC men's basketball here tonight from Eastern Arizona College. Hope you're having a great Wednesday evening, wherever you're joining us from, either here in the Gila Valley or online anywhere, GilaValleyCentral.net or the EAC YouTube page. Welcome. Bailey with the basketball, spins in the lane, blocked on the way up by J.J. White, but Favors chases it down to the near side. He'll hand it off to Joyner. Joyner against a goalie out on top. 9 to shoot. Joyner goes right through 3 defenders and lays it up short, and Van Komen pulls down the rebound. Sang got hit on the way up, couldn't hang on to it, but Van Komen was there. Talbot Kamard drives the left side and scores. Didn't even need a screen. Kamard just put his head down, went to the glass left-handed, and scores at 61-28 Eastern. Into the front court, Favors with it, loses the handle, but he chases it down near the three-point line. Leaves it on top to Talley. Talley a long 3 on the way, up and no good. Kamard with the rebound for Eastern. He'll push it into the front court, right side. Kamard leaves it for White. White back to Kamard. Fakes the 3, now step back. He'll take the long 3, in and out, no good. Cochran with the rebound for Yavapai. And a foul called at midcourt on Yavapai as Walter Talley pushes over Kamard and then gets a technical on top of it. So it will be a personal foul against Walter Talley. So that is a foul on 44 and then a technical foul on 44. So 2 team fouls and 2 personal fouls. I think that's going to be the 5th on him. So Talley will foul out of this game with 11:09 to play. Campbell back into the lineup for Yavapai, and Theo Sang at the line to shoot the technical free throws. The first one is up and good for him. So he'll get the technical free throws, and then Eastern should get the ball back. Second free throw is good as well for Theo Sang. It'll be Eastern basketball at midcourt. 11:09 to play. Eastern up 63-28. Back into the Yavapai lineup will be number 21, Carter John, replacing Ty Cochran. Eastern ball, front court right. Kamard to inbound. Gets it into a goalie in the backcourt, right to left. Into the front court, left side to Kamard against the zone of Yavapai. Left quarter to J.J. White, back to Kamard. Thinks about a 3, drives instead. Wraparound pass to Rylan Van Komen. No good. Campbell with the rebound, and he's fouled underneath. The foul will go on 15. Van Komen, that'll be his 3rd, the 6th team foul. Both teams with 6 team fouls. The next fouls will put the other team in the bonus. Full court pressure by the Monsters, 10:53 to play. Eastern lead 63-28. Favors with the ball, left side to Bailey. Bailey pushes it up against a goalie, loses the handle, and into the hands of Sang, and he's fouled by Bailey, and that'll put Sang at the line to shoot 1-1 on the 7th team foul. That'll be the 3rd on number 5, Cardell Bailey. Theo Sang will go to the line to shoot 1-1 for Eastern.
Shooting 1-1, number 33, Theo
Sang, 14 points for Theo tonight. Been a double-double machine the last few weeks in the league. First free throw is good. He'll earn the second. He is 2 rebounds away from another double-double with 10:42 to play. Second one is good as well for Theo Sang. Full court pressure by the Monsters. Favors will work it into the front court for Yavapai. Works against Kamard. Kamard forces him right. Favors gets around him into the corner. Right side, Bailey for a 3. Good in the right corner for Cardell Bailey. 65-31 Eastern. Long pass to Van Komen. Near side to J.J. White. Wide open for a 3. Good for J.J. White Jr. 65-31 Monsters. 10-15 or 68-31 Monsters. 10-13 to play. Favors into the front court. And a bucket for Josh Favors. Back the other way, 68-33. Eastern on top. Sang with the basketball to Kamard. Left side, out on top to Van Komen. Van Komen leaves it for White. Near side to Kamard. He's going to fire a 3. Front iron won't go. Joyner with the rebound for Yavapai. He'll push it into the front court against Kamard, and Talbot will be called with a reach-in on the top of the key. That'll be the second on Talbot Kamard, but that'll put Yavapai in the bonus as well. So both teams in the bonus, the remainder 9.5 of this one. The 55 Talbot Kamard. So now the 17th foul goes up there. Joyner at the line for Yavapai. First one is up and good. He'll earn one more. 68-34, 10 points for Joyner. Second one is up and good as well. Monster basketball, 9.5 to play. Eastern's leading 68-35. They've led the entire way. A goalie with it on top to Sang. Sang in the lane to Van Komen. Near side to J.J. White Jr. Wide open for another 3. Front iron no good. Joyner pulls down the rebound for Yavapai. Off to Favors, sprints it into the front court, on top to Bailey. Bailey fakes the three, kicks it left side to Joyner now. Gets a screen from Campbell, poked away from Kamard and out of bounds with 17 to shoot. 9:08 to play. Riders will keep it baseline right. Favors will inbound for Yavapai, baseline right. Gets it in the right corner to Bailey, fakes the three against Kamard, dribbles it out of the corner. Tries to get it down low to Campbell. He can't hang on to it. It'll go out of bounds back to Eastern Arizona. 9:03 to play, Monsters by 33. Noah goalie into the front court, right side, gets a screen from Sang, goes left with it to Kamard. Over his head to White, back to Kamard. Kamard down low to Van Komen against Campbell. Double teamed, back out to a goalie. A goalie on top to Kamard with 12 to shoot, right side to Sang. Sang drives into the lane, leaves it to Van Komen, blocked by Joyner on the way up. Picked up by Favors. Yavapai back into the front court, left to right. Favors to the glass, and good. Count the basket and one. The foul will go on 24, J.J. White Jr., his first. Team's eighth. Favors at the line trying to make it a three-point play for the Rough Riders. That one is up and good. Into the Eastern lineup will be Lee Rickwood Pitt, the 6'9 freshman from Australia. Also Roy Bunn back into the Eastern lineup as well. And a Cook Machar back into the Eastern lineup as well.
And number 13, Cook Machar.
So heading to the bench, Noah Agoli, Talbot Kamard, and Ryland Van Komen. 8:32 to play, Monsters leading at 68-38. Bunn into the front court, top of the key, on top to Rickwood Pitt. Comes left on the dribble to Machar. Machar goes right on the dribble, now back left to Sang. Thinks about a three, now drives right, gets into the lane, kicks it to Bunn. Bunn out to Machar. Machar drives, back to Bunn. 7 to shoot. Bunn one-on-one against Favors. Gets a screen, goes right with it, kicks it in the corner to Sang. Theo at the buzzer for three. That is short, doesn't hit the iron, and that'll be a shot clock violation against the Monsters. 8 minutes to play. Monsters leading at 68-38. Here in the first game of the evening. EAC women will be up next at 8 o'clock against Yavapai as well. Joyner brings it into the front court, top of the key now for the Rough Riders. Goes right around a Campbell screen against Machar. Running floater on the way, looks short, it is short. Campbell with the rebound, the follow is short. He gets it back again and throws it home with authority with two hands. For Medell Campbell, 68-40, Monsters on top. Bunn into the front court. Top of the key, left side to Sang. He's going to catch and shoot a three. Back iron, no good. Favors with the rebound, and he's fouled by Rickwood Pitt.
Foul is against Monsters number 34.
The foul on Rickwood Pitt will be his second and the 9th team foul. Jerry Boston back into the Eastern lineup, replacing J.J. White Jr. And Favors back to the line. He's been to the line in the second half 5 times. He's 4 out of 5 at the line. And to the line, Favors will shoot. The free throw is up and good. Timeout, Eastern Arizona College. 7:24 to play here in the ball game. Eastern leads at 68-24 over the Yavapai Rough Riders. We'll be back here inside KATO in 60 seconds.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word: it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have for my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I just think about it, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Lee Patterson back with you here at Eastern Arizona College, Thatcher, Arizona. 7:24 to play in the ballgame. Eastern with a 68-41 lead over Yavapai Community College. Yavapai back to the line with Josh Favors. Free throw on the way. That one rolls in for him. 2 for 2 at the line. 68-42. Eastern leads by 26 with 7:22 to go. Bunn with the basketball for the Monsters. Right side to Machar. Machar comes left on the dribble. Top of the key to Boston. Boston comes left on the dribble. Finds Rickwood Pitt 15 feet from the basket. Now to Machar. He'll come left. Machar left side to Boston. He's going to fire a long three. Buries it for Jerry Boston from the left side.
Boston for 3.
6:55 to play. Monsters leads 71-42. Been a good night for the Monsters coming off that road loss Saturday at Chandler Gilbert. Joyner with the basketball right side against Machar. He's going to face up right elbow, can't hit. And Theo Sang there with the right-handed rebound. He'll leave it into the hands of Roy Bunn. Bunn left side to Machar. Machar down low to Sang, left side. Cross court to Bunn. He catches, now kicks it on top to Machar. Machar to Boston, left side to Sang. Sang drives back to Boston. He's going to try another three. In and out, no good. But a Cook Machar there for the follow. 73-42 Eastern with 6:12 to play. Favors will walk it into the front court for Yavapai. Works against Bunn on the right angle. Long three on the way. Buries it right side for Josh Favors. Pretty good defense there for Bunn. He just pulled up and over the top of him. 73-45 Eastern. Bunn in the front court, right side to Machar. Machar comes left on the dribble, gets into the lane, steps through, running floater is good for a Cook Machar. He's got so much length that if he gets around you at the three-point line, he's to the basket in like 1.5 steps. 75-45, Eastern on top. Favors back into the front court, now works against Machar, drives the right baseline into the lane. Now out to Bailey for three, buries it from the top of the key for the Rough Riders. 75-48 Eastern with 5:15 to play. Into the front court, Machar with the basketball. Comes left on the dribble. In the lane to Rickwood Pitt. He goes up strong and one for Lee Rickwood Pitt. Catches, dives, and scores. The foul on 32, Medell Campbell, will be his fourth.
Number 32, Medell Campbell, his 4th.
Into the Eastern lineup will be
Lee Rickwood Pitt.
number 23, Freek Wynants, a 6'8 freshman from the Netherlands. And Lee Rickwood Pitt at the line trying to make it a three-point play for Eastern. The freshman ready at the line now, 77-48, Monsters on top. The free throw is good for Rickwood Pitt. 5 minutes to play in this one. Monsters in control, 78-48. Long pass to the near side, nearly thrown away, but Bailey saves it for Yavapai. Eastern will sit down in a 2-3 zone. Joyner with the basketball, goes left to Favors. He's going to fire another long three and bury it. That's 3 straight threes for Yavapai, making it 78-51. Monsters on top with 4.5 to go. Bunn into the front court, top of the key, gets a screen, goes right with it, drives the lane, cut off there, hands it off to Machar. Machar gets a screen, comes left around the top of the key to Boston. Boston left side to Rickwood Pitt, down low, tries to find Winans, but he can't hang on to it. Turn back over to Yavapai. Into the hands of Favors. He's on fire right now. He's going to drive. And a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. The foul will go on Winans. That'll be his first. And that will put Yavapai at the line to shoot 2. Eastern in Yavapai now in the double bonus, or Eastern in the double bonus. Medell Campbell at the line to shoot 2 for Yavapai. 1 for 4 at the line today for Campbell, and the first one is in and out. He'll get another one for the Rough Riders. 4:14 on the game clock, 78-51. Eastern on top. Looking to pick up win number 9 in the ACCAC. Second one by Campbell rolls in. Back into the Eastern lineup will be number 2, Rayshawn Seamster, and number 4, Reese Barrett, replacing Bunn and Machar. Reese Barrett now running the point for the Monsters. He'll bring it right to left, picked up by Carter John for Yavapai. And a whistle and a clock issue again. 4:14. Oh, the clock. I don't think the clock ran. Oh, now it's 1:10. It was 4:14. Now it's down to 1:10. There we go, 4:10. It'll be Eastern basketball, front court left. Barrett with it now. Lobs it to Winans. He's double teamed, reverses it right side to Seamster. Back to Winans.
Official timeout.
Now we're looking at the equipment here on the near side. And it looks like they switched out controllers for the clock, and it's still not turning the clock on or off. So we'll see what they've got. We'll see what they've got figured out down at the scores table below us. 78-52, Eastern leads. They've got the, it looks like the clock is working now. They're going to run it down to 4:03, and now we'll start. Into Reese Barrett, 4 minutes to play. Left side to Boston. Boston comes right on the dribble, on top. Now down low to a running Rick Wood-Pitt. He can't hang on to it, stolen away by Yavapai. John into the front court, right side to Favors. Back on top to Bailey. He'll fire a long three, back iron, no. Reese Barrett with the rebound for Eastern. Barrett into the front court, right side to Rick Wood-Pitt. Back to Barrett with 3.5 to play. Picks up his dribble way outside, finds Winans. Down low, knocked away by Joyner and picked up by John. On the run, 15-foot floater, in and out, no good. Winans with the rebound. Long outlet to Rayshawn Seamster. Seamster leaves it for Barrett with 3:19 to play. On top to Winans in the lane to Rick Wood-Pitt, out to Barrett for 3, right side. Good for Reese Barrett. His first points of the ball game. Makes it 81-52 Eastern with 3 minutes to play. Favors with the basketball into the front court. Left side to Joyner. Joyner drives, kicks it to Bailey on the near side. Long three won't go, gets his own rebound though, and drives for a reverse dunk. Count the basket. And the foul will be on Jerry Boston. And Bailey will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play.
For the Monsters, Jerry Boston, his first. Shooting 1, Cardell Bailey.
Cardell Bailey to the line. Try to make it a 3-point play for Yavapai. It is up and good. 3-point play for Yavapai. Makes it 81-55. Monsters on top. Quick shot by Eastern, doesn't go. Rebounded by Yavapai. Into the front court, left side, Joyner with it. Back out on top, stolen away by Reese Barrett. Here he comes, one-on-one to the glass. No good, but a foul going to be called. And Reese will go to the line to try to make it 2 from the line. The foul will go on for Josh Favors, his third.
Josh Favors, his third.
2:16 to play. Eastern leads 81-55. Barrett at the line to shoot 2 for the Monsters. Barrett, the freshman from Australia. First free throw is good for him. Into the Rough Rider lineup, number 31, Ty Cochran, replacing Evan Joyner. Joyner, the leading scorer tonight for Yavapai. That might be the first time he's come off the floor tonight for them. And the second one by Barrett is on the way. That's short. Campbell with the rebound for Yavapai. Off to Favors. 2:12 to play. Eastern leads 82-55. Into the front court. Favors with the basketball. Pulls up from the left elbow. That's short. Rebounded by Winans for Eastern. Off to Barrett. And he'll bring it up against Favors. 4 against 4 at the time stripe. Gets a screen from Rickwood. Pitt goes right with it. Looking for somebody crashing to the basket. And he can't find Rickwood Pitt. It will be Rough Rider basketball. Talbot Camard into the lineup, replacing Rayshawn Seamster. It'll be Yavapai basketball with 1:50 to play. Eastern leading 82-55. Into the front court. Favors with the basketball. Swings it left side to Bailey. Bailey on top to John. Around to Favors. On top now to Cochran. 10 to shoot in the lane to Campbell. He can't hit the leaner, gets his own rebound back, and he's blocked out of bounds by Winans. And it will stay with Yavapai with 19 on the shot clock. 1:26 on the game clock. Eastern leading 82-55. Favors will inbound baseline left for the Rough Riders. Into the right corner to John. Catch, shoot, 3. Short, rebounded by Campbell. And the follow was up and in. 82-57 Monsters with 75 seconds to play. Into the front court. Barrett with the ball. Top of the key, gets a screen from Lee Rickwood Pitt. Goes left base, turnaround jumper on the way, no good. Winans with the rebound for Eastern. Spins on Campbell, and 1 for Frank Winans. And that should be the 5th on Campbell. So Campbell fouls out of this one. He'll be replaced by Evan Joyner, and Winans at the line to try to make it a 3-point play for the Monsters. 1 minute exactly to play, 84-57 Eastern on top. Winans takes a long pause, and his free throw on the way, and good for Frank Winans. 85-57 Eastern on top. Favors into the front court. On top now to Bailey. Bailey goes right, hands it off to Joyner. Joyner drives against Winans, on the way and good.
Evan Joyner.
59 Monsters on top. As Barrett brings it into the front court. On top to Winans. Winans in the lane to Camard. He'll back it back out with 18 to shoot. Over his head to Boston. Boston back to Camard. Camard drives right, all the way underneath, puts up a leaner, that won't go. Rebounded by Bailey for Yavapai, 18 seconds to play. Off to Favors, left side against Barrett. Comes right on the dribble to Bailey. Bailey thinks about a 3, now back out to Favors with 10 seconds. Left side to Joyner. Joyner back to Favors. Favors drives, kicks it to Bailey at the buzzer for a 3, front iron, no good. Final score here, Eastern wins at 85-59. They moved to 9-3 in the league and 16 wins overall. We'll take a break. We'll come back and recap it on the Open Loop Energy postgame show coming up right after this.
Go Monster! Go Monster! Go Monster! Go Monster!
Hello guys, my name is Akuk Machal. I'm from Adelaide, Australia, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take
5 rebounds for Cardell Bailey, 3 points for Carter John, 1 point for Ty Cochran, 10 points and 9 rebounds for Medell Campbell, and 3 points for Walter Talley. For Eastern Arizona College tonight, DeRay Seamster, 2 points and 8 rebounds, 16 points and 6 rebounds for Rayshon Seamster, 4 points and 2 rebounds for Reese Barrett, 6 points for Jerry Boston, 21 points and 5 rebounds for Akuk Machar to lead all scorers tonight, 9 points and 3 rebounds for Ryland Van Komen, 3 points and 3 rebounds for Frake Winans, 3 points and 2 rebounds for J.J. White Jr., Theo Sang, 16 points and 9 rebounds, 3 points for Lee Rickwood Pitt, and 2 points for Talbot Kamard tonight. Eastern Arizona's largest lead was 37. That came at the 10:41 mark of the game. Yavapai never lead. Eastern led the entire way. Eastern outscored Yavapai 40-18 in the first half and 45-41 in the second half. The Monsters shot 45% from the floor, 36% from 3, and 79% from the foul line. They out-rebounded Yavapai 42-32 overall and scored 42 points in the paint. That'll do it for us here tonight. Eastern wins at 85-59. Our next radio broadcast will be tomorrow at Thatcher High School as the Pima Rough Riders and the Thatcher Eagles lock up. For my producer, Big Time Timmy Gin, my statistician Amanda Patterson tonight, I'm Lee Patterson saying thanks for listening. So long, good night.